The Bootstrap 3 mobile-first grid system allows you to easily control how your website layout will be displayed on different types of devices. This diagram provides an illustration of how the grid system works. The grid system is a series of up to 12 columns that scale, contract, and reposition themselves based on the size of the device's screen, or viewport. We can see in Figure 1, the viewport size is large. It accommodates 4 large columns in a single row. In Figure 2, the screen is smaller. It accommodates 3 of the columns in a single row. Figure 3 and 4 are mobile devices. The tablet in Figure 3 can accommodate 2 columns, and the phone in Figure 4 can accommodate a single column in one row. The purpose of the grid-based system is to lay out the content of a web page for optimal viewing on any device. Since the Bootstrap grid system allows up to a maximum of 12 columns across the page, the sum of the grid column numbers must equate to 12. You'll see an example of this in a moment. Let's take a look at a 2-column layout to start with. First, we need to create a row that will contain our 2 columns. This row will be nested within our container. Next, we'll create our columns. So there's the first column, and I'll copy and paste the second. Here, the col-lg-6 refers to the type of column we want to apply. The COL is an abbreviation for column. LG is the column size. This value depends on the device your web page will be viewed on. LG is used for large desktop screens. MD is for smaller computer screens such as laptops. SM is best suited for handheld devices such as tablets and phones. Since we have 2 columns, each will need to span 6 columns across the 12 that are available in the Bootstrap grid system. For this reason, we see the value 6 displayed after LG for each div. Now enter some text into each column. Now that we have the column set up with text content, let's preview this file in our web browser. As you can tell, we can't see the columns because the background color is transparent. Let's create a background class to apply to both columns so we can see the columns on the page. So go ahead and create a style sheet in your head tag. Call the first class BG and give it a background of cyan. Sorry, we'll just change the BG to BG1 and give the second class a name of BG2 and a background of yellow. Now apply these classes to our columns. So column 1 will have the cyan background and column 2 will have the yellow background. Now save the file and refresh your browser. Now our columns are visible. We can see the first one with cyan and the second with yellow. We can see that both are displayed in a single line because our screen size accommodates it. Let's see what happens as we shrink our browser. So if we were on any other device, a mobile, handheld, tablet, our screen size would be a lot smaller. Just observe what's happening to the right column when the viewport gets to, as we shrink the size of the viewport. The right column is forced to the bottom of the left column. And this is an example of how the grid system works to accommodate smaller screen sizes. In the next lesson, we'll be working with 3-column layouts.